Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at the top gainer in the last 24 hours, that being STX. So if you have not heard of STX today, we are going to do a brief overview of what STX is and why it's increased so well, and then we're going to go over the price prediction for April, May, and 2021 at the end of this video. So definitely stick around, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. So STX, obviously, we see it at $2.56 right now with a 120% increase in the last 24 hours. If we go over the last week alone, we do see a 104% increase, and then obviously the last month being that 113% increase. If we take a look at the last year, STX has been around since about April, well, let's see here, April, 5th of last year. So it's been around for, not too long, but, it's just kind of stabilized up until this most recent January, or I'd say December actually. December started to increase pretty well. We start to moon a little bit, and then February 2nd, obviously the second time where we saw it really start to move. So we saw a large increase all the way up until, well, this 256 mark that we're currently at. If we go to the last 24 hours, we see that we're still on the rise currently. Obviously, by the time you watch this video, it may have changed because something like this is going to move very, very quickly when it's on such a high rise. We're at that very all-time high as I'm making this video pretty much. The all-time high is at that 257. We're at 256 April 5th. So there's a lot of movement going on right now with this coin. We'll give it a refresh just for the heck of it, see if anything's changed. There we go, 257. So we are at that all-time high as we're making this video. This continues to move quite a bit this since April 5th, 1:50 a.m. We saw just massive increases. So we'll see what happens. If you take a look though, the volume is only 361.3 million, but that's enough to usually, you could be worried of a small project when it does this. Stacks being 361.3 million in the last 24 hours, there's probably not much to worry about here. And I think that's very crazy to see this kind of an increase and go into it knowing that you actually have no worries. So market cap right now, 2.8 billion. The volume, the circulating supply is at 1.1 billion STX. So Stacks is one we've not talked about on this channel. We will probably come back and do a few updates on Stacks for sure on this channel. So if you like Stacks, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But it's definitely one of those that we will take a look at because of what it does. The utility behind Stacks and what it's trying to accomplish is absolutely massive. We do see, a fairly good price chart right here. I wouldn't say this is a good time to jump in on Stacks, unfortunately. So if you're watching this video, I would just add it to your wait list or watch list if you want to jump in and grab a bag of Stacks. Like I said, add it to your watch list, wait for a good dip or good entry point, and then you can jump in. Right now, I just wanted to cover it because there's a lot of potential behind this. So when it dips, you're going to have your shot at getting a bag of Stacks. So let's take a look at the actual website itself, stacks.co. We go here. It says a better internet built on Bitcoin. Stacks makes Bitcoin programmable, enabling decentralized apps and smart contracts that inherit all of Bitcoin's powers. Build apps and smart contracts on Bitcoin. Stacks connects to Bitcoin, enabling you to build apps, smart contracts, digital assets that are integrated with Bitcoin security, capital, and network. You can also start building right away. Earn Bitcoin by stacking. Lock your STX temporarily to support the network security and consensus. As a reward, you'll earn Bitcoin that miners transfer as part of proof of transfer. And you can start staking right now. Reimagine our financial system on Bitcoin. Stacks makes Bitcoin 760 billion of capital programmable with smart contracts. Build a better financial system on top of Bitcoin that's open, composable, and without intermediaries. So just a lot of potential behind this. Obviously, they're attempting a lot of big things. Clarity for safer, smart contracts, explore Stacks. What is Stacks technology? And they have a Discord as well. So just a lot of potential behind what Stacks is and what they're trying to accomplish, like I said. But let's take a look at what Stacks is. Obviously, we want to know a brief overview of what Stacks is because a lot of you guys are, you're not used to these smaller altcoins. A lot of you guys came from Coinbase or so, and you're investing in things like just Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, which are great coins, obviously. But when we're looking through some of these newer or I guess some of these smaller coins, I will be giving you guys a brief overview so you know what you're looking at here, as well as if it's something you want to add to your watch list. You'll know by the end of the video, hopefully. So building blocks for a better internet. Stacks is an open source network of decentralized apps, smart contracts built on Bitcoin. Stacks unleashes Bitcoin's full potential as a programmable base layer. Apps built on Stacks inherit all of Bitcoin's powers. They run their logic on blockchain with smart contracts, are controlled by code instead of companies, and are accessible to anyone. This enables decentralized apps to do enables decentralized apps to do things that regular apps can't. So it talks about it's unstoppable. Once deployed on Stacks, settled on Bitcoin, code can't be taken down. This is essential for critical internet infrastructure. They talk about the data ownership. Decentralized apps don't store user data on centralized servers. Instead, data is owned by the user and can be taken from the app to app. Open to anyone. Anyone in the internet connection can use or build Stacks apps. They talk about modular, new business models, the best of Bitcoin. So it's just a bunch of positives here. So we go down to why Stacks is built on top of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's settlement assurances, and Bitcoin's network effects. So you can read all about that here on the website. And like I said at the bottom, you can check out their technology if you're interested in that, and also join their Discord as well. They do have a status button here at the bottom. If you click the network status, they are all operational at the time of this video. So very, very big positives. I think there's a lot going on with Stacks. Obviously, with the projects and updates coming to Stacks is going to be large, and I think obviously with the utility that Stacks currently has, I think this could be very, very big. I think this coin could continue to increase over time. I don't think it's done increasing. However, like I said, I wouldn't buy on a triple green candle. As we go up about 9 more cents, we're at 268 now. I'm pretty much just watching this thing really just continue to take off. As like we said, since the beginning of the video, it's gone up what was it at 257 or so, or 256. So we're up about 12 cents since we started this video, and I think it's going to continue to increase for a little while. But like I said, it's a little bit risky to buy at the top of the hike. So we'll see what it's at by the time you guys watch this video. But when you watch the video, make sure to buy in at a good entry point or a dip. I think this will definitely dip at some point. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way up to $4 then dip, because then you're going to feel like you missed out. But like I always tell you guys, it's your money. Do your own research. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do make your own choices. Do your own research, make your own choices as well. So like I said, that is going to be the overview of Stacks. Let's do a quick, like I said, price prediction for April, May, and 2021. So Stacks is actually one I've been following for a little while. Unfortunately, I don't think I had anything invested in Stacks right now. I haven't actually checked, but there was a couple coins like Stacks I invested in. I'm not sure if Stacks was one of them or not, but right now we do see April 5th, 2:05 a.m. With that huge increase to 2:04 just by 3 a.m. And then it's kind of a correction or stabilization up to another dip. So I think if you could get in a correction or stabilization like this, that would be a decent spot to buy before another increase. By the end of April, I see Stacks making its way to $3.50 or $4 at the very least. I think the all-time high would be right around that $3.50, $4 mark, and then stabilization right below that. $3.50 is a good spot for stabilization as well. So we'll see what happens. I think obviously with the increase like this, it's hard to really predict, because if this increase goes on, it could easily go on for another $1 or so. And then it's going to already be in my price range. So yeah, you're seeing it at 282. By the time I put this video out, it may be above that already. So $4 is where I'm gonna put my price prediction for April, about $4. We'll see what happens. I think when this stabilizes out or corrects, we're gonna see it dip down to probably about 270, 250, and then another large increase or gain will occur later in April. If we go to May, I think Stacks will continue to increase like it is. And because of that, I think May is going to be huge. Stacks will be right around that $6 to $7 mark at the very least. Stacks is going to be doing very big things, and obviously that would only be about a 2 to 3x. And because of that, we have potential to reach maybe $9 to $10. But with that $6 to $7 is definitely a stable spot to predict. Remember, guys, I like to keep it a little bit on the conservative side when price predicting, as well as realistic and as real as possible. So that's going to be my prediction about I would say $7 to $10, and that range is going to be my price prediction for the end of May. If we go to the end of 2021, Stacks is going to be a long-term coin. I have no doubts in that. I think it's going to be about a $15 to $16 coin by the end of 2021. It'll definitely slow up at some point. It has its chance to easily hit an all-time high around that $20 mark, and a stabilization around that $15, $16. We'll find out how it works out. Obviously, a lot could change on my price predictions just based, in an hour or two. With 282 coming up, let's refresh again. So we're 281 right now. We started at 256 on this video. So we're just skyrocketing during the video. So obviously when this comes out, unfortunately, the prices are going to be pretty much irrelevant, as it's kind of mooning right now. We see the volume in the last 24 hours definitely increased quite a bit of millions. So we'll see where this one goes. I think a lot of people are finding potential behind this today, so we'll see what happens. Obviously, it could go anywhere at this point with this much movement taking place. It could definitely go up or down very quickly. So we'll see what happens with Stacks. I think there is long term behind it. So we'll see what happens. And thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. If you guys like today's video, definitely join the Discord and Twitter in the links below in the description, as well as follow me. Well, just subscribe to me and turn notification bells on so you can get notified every time I make a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully let's see what Stacks does. I think it's going to be fun to watch. 272, we're moving everywhere right now. So it'll be fun to watch this one all day. This is definitely one I'm going to keep up on my screen or monitor and just kind of monitor it myself. So thank you guys, like I said, for tuning in for today's video. I'll see you all in the next one.